Pick'ems?
Yeah.
Let's pick them.
All right. So,
I haven't looked at any matchups this week.
Me neither. I have no idea who's playing who.
Week 16 already. Damn. We have 3 weeks left in the season. Let's see, we have probably about,
pretty exciting Thursday
16
night
games? I'll do the first little batch, okay? Just
man,
because
I'll
my
tell you
team's
what,
in there, sorry.
There are some good games, but there are some...
4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's see. Big implications in this game, too. Obviously, wildcard implications. We have Thursday Night Football. Denver Broncos going to Los Angeles, playing the Chargers. I think this is the in-division game. Give me the better defense here. I'm going to take the Broncos away.
I was going to say the same thing. I like the Broncos a lot. Their defense is unbelievable. Bonus can get the job done. Justin Herbert can kind of sling it against anybody, but they just don't have the guys yet on that offense. I'm going to take the Broncos.
I was going to take the Broncos. I'm probably still going to take the Broncos. And it's not because of the defense. They do have a pretty good defense. I'm a huge fan of watching Bo Nix play. The last 8 weeks, ever since he learned the NFL, it seems like.
Yeah.
And I think he threw 3 interceptions last week.
That'll happen.
They won that game by 20. So I'm going to take them, and it's because of Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think it's kind of upsetting. I really liked what the Chargers were doing, but this was my worry when they lost J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
You lose the tempo of the game, and things start to get out of whack. Your defense might be out there quicker than they normally. Less rest for them. So this was my worry, and then look what happened with the Bucs did to them.
Yeah.
They gave a 40, 40 to 17. I just wanted to make sure it was a 40 burger on
Baker
there.
will do that, baby. There will be games where Baker will do that.
And you could just tell, and this even happened last year a little bit, especially towards the end of the season. Justin Herbert's playing hurt. I mean, he's hurting. He's banged up again. He's not practicing this week. You can tell he's going through something as far as pain-wise, and like you said, without J.K. Dobbins, even though they do have Gus there, Gus is just not producing as that lead back.
No.
That no one really
Never has,
expected
never
him.
will. Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's a reason he was behind J.K. Dobbins when they were in Baltimore, and there's a reason he was behind J.K. Dobbins. L.A.
Yeah. So in short, I will be taking the Broncos as well.
All right, clean sweep there. Next, we have another big AFC game with wildcard implications, at least for one team. We have the Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City and going against the Chiefs, 13-1 Chiefs. AJ, kick us off, please. I need you to let's get a pep talk going for your boys here.
All right.
I think all NFL fans, if you're not from Kansas City, want to see the Texans win.
All right. Let me correct you first. When you said wild card implications, you are looking at the AFC South champions.
That's the best division of football, baby.
Thank you very much. 2 years running. Thank you.
It's opposite day.
All right. But no, really, I don't know what the hell is going on. I mean, Nico Collins had 16 yards last week.
2 tuds.
But
As
a fan,
that's good tight end numbers.
I'm watching as a fan, and the defense looks great. I'm seeing Kalen Bullock break up passes. I'm seeing Kamari Lassiter make tackles and breaking passes as well. Derek Stingley's doing what he's been doing since he's been drafted by the Texans. So defense.
What's his name?
Alshire.
Yeah, no, and but Henry Teotu. God, that's a rough last name. Teotu. I hope I said it right. He looked great last week too. I definitely do think it hurts losing the captain for 3 games, 2 games now. The offense, I think I heard the stat during the game when I was watching was they have the worst percentage going into third downs, and I think they're averaging being at 3rd and 8. And that's obviously that's not even the issue really. I think teams know that Bobby's running the ball 2 times in a row, and they're just stacking the box. Early downs, they're just trying to establish the run, which I can't argue. But if it's not working, it's not working. And at some point you got to change it. So when you're starting, or it's the penalties. Obviously, it could be either one. The Texans have had a rough season with penalties. And when you're in that hole at 3 and 8, or third down and 8 to go, how the hell do you expect CJ to make a great pass every single time? You can't put him in a hole like that, especially with losing with one of his top weapons. And Tank just hasn't looked the same this year with coming off the injury as
He had a good
well.
game last week though.
I don't even know if he did.
Well, he was as a returner. He had.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think we just need to see a little bit different in the play calling, and hopefully the O line stops with the penalties. I just, for the way they look right now, I'm picking against my boys.
Ooh.
I don't want to. It hurts me. But I just don't love what I'm seeing right now out of my guys. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I'm going to talk way less than AJ because I'm not as invested in the Texans. But here's what I will say is the Texans' best weapon this year, I feel like, has been Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been going through Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon was not good last week. And I'm pretty sure the Chiefs have a top 5 rush defense. So those are two things. You need the run game to work so CJ can make stuff happen. He doesn't have as much pressure on him. Like you're saying, that 3rd and 8 is a lot harder than 3rd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, because they need to go through Joe Mixon, but the Chiefs are so good at stopping the run, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes is a little banged up.
I haven't even talked about that.
I am a little disappointed.
Practice in full though.
I'm going to get to that. I'm a little disappointed that he practiced in full because I thought we were going to be able to see some. This isn't obviously the Christmas Day one, but I was really hoping we'd be able to see some Christmas Day Carson Wentz football. I'm not going to lie to you because
It is Christmas Day.
You know how this game is
This
Christmas Day.
Isn't it? 21st.
That's 21st.
They play again in 4 days.
Saturday.
Saturday game.
Yeah. So they're overlapping college football's playoff.
Wow.
So I'm a little disappointed with that because when Carson Wentz walks onto the football field, there's a chance he throws 500, and there's a chance he throws for 104 picks. There's also a chance he sprains both ankles in one play, and there's also a chance that he runs 20 yards past, obviously downfield, and then still tries to shovel something. Like there's just anything could happen with Carson Wentz. So I'm a little disappointed. We're probably not going to see that. Give props to Mahomes. It's really hard to take him off the field. The Chiefs just kind of do what it takes to win. I don't think the Chiefs cover in this game, although they did cover last week. The Chiefs are notorious for not covering. I think this game is going to be very tight. But the Chiefs defense is unbelievable on both sides. You said top 5 possibly in passing or in rushing.
That'd be top 3.
Their pass defense is also unbelievable.
Yeah.
Give me the Chiefs.
I also got the Chiefs. Unfortunately, it's until someone beats them, I'm not going to pick against them.
Yeah.
Essentially, they know how to win.
Yeah.
They have top 5 coach of all time coaching them, so it's hard to pick against that. Yeah.
They have 4 Hall of Famers as coaches. Andy Reid's a Hall of Famer. Who's their OC? I forgot who their OC is. Dang, but all I know is they were talking about it, and there's all 4 of their coaches are guaranteed, they're going to be Hall of Famers. But unfortunately, I don't have all their names right now. But even their special teams guy is one of the best special teams guys.
Let's see.
Of course.
This is shock me at this point.
Of course.
Next, we have, I'm in the wrong week, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Baltimore and facing the Ravens. Obviously, this is for the lead in the division. Brian, who you got?
Oh, you're not leading off with this up?
No.
Okay, well, as sitting here right now, I don't know what the health of TJ Watt is. He obviously got banged up last week. I believe they're the Steelers 1-11 when TJ Watt doesn't play. I think this is obviously a division game. They know so much about each other. This is a coin flip. I'm going to take the Ravens. Lamar, I think for a few reasons. First of all, Lamar looked unbelievable last week. He's looked unbelievable all year. It's really a 2-horse race. So selfishly, Lamar wants to keep up with Allen for the MVP race. I feel like that's going to drive him. And also, they need to win to have a chance to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this puts them in a very good spot to win the division if they win this week. I'm going to take the Ravens. I wouldn't say they're all around the better team, but with the possibility of no Watt, no Pickens, because they're talking about how that might be a grade 2 hamstring.
Yeah,
Which
he's
would
probably
be-
not going to play.
Probably not going to play.
I would
for
say
quite
TJ
some
has a
time.
better shot than
Yeah.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah, but and even if TJ Watt's unbelievable, but if he's hurt, that's a rough game to play hurt.
Mm.
Playing a division game hurt, it's not great. So
Especially with how rough it gets.
I'm gonna take the Ravens.
I'm just piggybacking off of George Pickens not playing. Sorry about that. That means their wide receiver one, I'm pretty sure, is Van Jefferson. Dog, not great. Not great. So, I mean, I do love Russell Wilson and what he's been able to do this year. And I know, Red Nose, I always, give crap to Lamar because Dak's put up some better passing years. But this is MV3. This is the best version we have ever seen of
That's what I like
Lamar.
to hear.
So that I just think, especially something on the line, Lamar has something to prove. I think he wins this game. I think it's another huge Lamar game. So I'm gonna take the Ravens.
And plus, Lamar's mama talked to him, and he started running the ball more.
1-0 since he got yelled at.
Hey, listen.
And the near perfect pass rating.
I was about to say, it doesn't matter if you're a grown man or a little kid. Sometimes you just need to be yelled at by your mama. That's how it goes.
I just saw his phone.
Yes, I do make fun of Lamar. As much as he's a big Ravens fan. But if there's one thing I'm certain of, it is Mike Tomlin owns you guys. So I am gonna take the Steelers because I do think TJ's gonna play.
Does Mike Tomlin own him?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And if you want to be certain, or if you want to get specific, he owns Lamar Jackson because his career record against Lamar.
I'm gonna look it up.
Sensational.
I think Lamar's only won 2 games against the Steelers.
So, and the last time they played,
Lamar is 2-5 versus the Steelers.
Wow.
There you go. There wasn't a lot of points put up last time. I know George Pickens had some big catches in the last game. But these are just how these games are. They're gritty. And I think if we've learned anything with the Baltimore Ravens defense, it's not very good.
Rush defense is good.
And and I mean, arguably, that's what they're going to have to rely on this game without George Pickens. You're going to have to rely on Warren, and you're going to have to rely on Najee. But I think if we see a gritty game, there's not many teams you'd take over the Steelers to win it.
If TJ Watt doesn't play, are you going to still take the Steelers?
I think given the track record, yeah, I think even then I would. But yeah, this week, give me the Steelers.
Obviously, give me the Ravens. This is a must-win for the Ravens. Obviously, there's all the people in the world that say Lamar can win in these types of games. I have one sitting next to me. If you really want to win,
I might change.
If you really want to win your third MVP, this is the game to prove it, right? Kind of had a nice little layup practice squad game last week against the Giants. Lamar, 5 touchdowns, all passing. Just gonna throw that in there.
Against me playing corner.
Hey,
It's the fucking Giants.
when you're putting up those type of numbers, I'm just saying when you're beating Josh Allen in every statistic other than rushing touchdowns,
but he's not in life. I think that's something we can all agree on.
That's crazy. Right. Haley Steinfeld's a good. Yeah, give me Lamar in a must win. Give me the Ravens in a must win. I think obviously not having George Pickens, who was pretty crucial as far as big time catches in the first game, that not having them is going to be it's going to hurt them. And like you said, the Baltimore Ravens' best part of the defense is the run defense. So I would like to think that we can stop that initial onslaught from the Steelers. So we'll see.
We'll see. I think this might be your last.
Yeah, this is my last one. We got the
Good one to end
Giants
on.
going to the Michael Penix-led Atlanta Falcons.
Michael Penis.
Let me kick it off
Penis
quick.
Jr.
Let's do it really quick. Michael Penix goes 1-0. Giants are just terrible across the board. There's not really a bright spot for them. Give me the Atlanta Falcons at home, and also a must win for the division.
It's a must win. They're playing for something. The Giants. I mean, I'll keep it short. Like you said, congratulations to Mr. Penis. He's 1-0.
This team is a joke. I mean, okay, I will say at this point, I don't know what the hell Brian Daboll's doing. I don't know if it's just the injuries at quarterback being week in and week out, but I believe Drew Lock is starting this week, and I think they're just flip flopping at this point. I think Danny DeVito started 3 weeks ago. Drew Lock 2 weeks ago. Last week it was Danny DeVito, and now it's Drew Lock again. What the hell are you doing?
Well, fuck it. Someone's got to win.
How do you okay, but you're asking your receivers to go out there and play with different guys every week.
The quarterbacks are assuming you make any mistake, you're getting benched the next week. Man,
I just think it sets up a poor precedent. I think you pay Drew Lock. You got to see what you got.
The Giants' leading quarterback or leading passer last week against the Ravens was Tim Boyle.
Oh, GOAT. Wow.
That puts their season in
I
two.
forgot
I'm
Tim
pretty
Boyle.
sure I'm pretty sure he tried out as a tight end like 2 seasons
I
ago.
can't believe Tim Boyle's still in the NFL. I'm not. What?
Chasing a bag.
For me, it's a joke. I think
go.
I know Brian Dable. I believe he's a good coach,
Well,
but I think the situation is just toast.
Former coach of the year, no?
You gotta get rid of it.
yeah, well,
I
Mike
think you
Tomlin's
gotta
never won one of those.
hit the reset button.
You've heard me rant about Coach of the Year awards. So.
So give me the Falcons.
Oh yeah, Falcons. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's not much else we could say. I mean, Giants are terrible. One of the most dysfunctional teams in the NFL, and it's not just this year. It's been multiple years.
Yeah.
It all started Hard Knocks. So yeah, give me Falcons. Give me Falcons.
Guys, this could go really bad because we almost agreed, all of us, on all four except for your Steelers pick. We could look real bad.
Or we could
Or
all
we
beat
look
AJ.
really smart.
Or genius.
And he looks like the auto now.
Well, unless I
I'm okay with
change
that.
because he made such good points about Lamar sucking against the Steelers.
Hey, and they lost to the Raiders at home this year. I will say that.
Okay.
You're going to lose some games. You
That
want to
was
go ahead
like
and give
week
us the next
2.
four?
That was week 2.
The Raiders.
Yeah. And then we. And
Hey,
then
but
we
Gardner
beat-
Minshew is still QB, and don't you ever slander
then we
Gardner
beat-
Minshew.
And then we
a Pro
beat the
Bowl
Bills
hat.
by 35 points.
Gardner Minshew's a Pro Bowler.
We beat Josh Allen by 35 points. Yeah, exactly. Josh Allen's a bum.
And you lost to a
Wow.
Steelers team where they didn't score a touchdown.
That's impressive, to be honest.
That's it.
Justin Tucker forgot how to kick a football this season.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
not that's not their problem.
Well,
That's the Ravens'
give
problem.
us the next four.
All right, we got the Cardinals. I think we're starting to see shades of post Black Ops Kyler going into Carolina. I'll let you start this one off. Where you
Just
go with
so-
this one?
Just
Gross.
absolutely no viewership on this game. Give me the Cardinals.
I agree, no viewership. I'm going to go Carolina.
Oh shit!
Wait, I want Carolina too. I thought I was going to be the only one. Carolina just lost the Cowboys, so Cowboys are back. But Cardinals have looked bad. If I like every time you think the Cardinals are going to win and put themselves in position, they lose, and now they're falling behind the Rams. They're still behind the Seahawks. So give me the Panthers.
I've been beating this drum for a long time. The Cardinals defense blows. I've been calling them Swiss cheese for.
So you're gonna see 2 pick sixes this week now.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know if Bryce Young's capable.
Buda
of
Baker
that.
just got his extension. Maybe he goes off.
I was surprised they paid him. I thought they were going to trade him.
Their record is 7-7 on the year, the Cardinals, and I'm pretty sure when I'm picking their games, I'm about 2-10 or 2-12 when I pick their games. So I'm gonna pick them this week, and then we'll probably see the Panthers win. So
Sweet. So let's go.
We need the
or win.
Panthers. We need the
I'm taking
Panthers.
the Cardinals. And this game was actually surprisingly close the first time around. We got the Tigers. Jesus.
Detroit, though.
Wrong
Okay.
sport. Wrong sport.
We'll spin it for Detroit
Sorry,
this week.
seeing him at 4 is still pissing me off. All right, you see the Lions going into Chicago to face a struggling Bears team who did not get the coach bump.
No.
I'll give this one to you, Brian. Who do you think wins this one?
Listen, dude, I don't care. When it's the Bears, it could be the Bears or the Giants. I think are the two that kind of line up. If you're playing, I'm picking the other team. They suck, and the Lions can have all the injuries they want. Caleb Williams, he has promise, but he sits back there. I think he has the most sacks taken while he's had more than 5 seconds of protection.
Wow, that's impressive.
So he's and unfortunately one of the things him coming out of college is he's not going to be able to do the shit that he did at USC, which was unbelievable to watch. Which was he would just stay up, move around somehow, and then find a guy open. I mean, last week he did it. And then he
I was gonna
turned
say
around and hucked it on the other side
He-
of the field. It was
I think it
almost
was. I think it was 2 spin moves, a hurdle for somebody diving behind him, jump throw, 70 yards across for a 20-yard pass.
You're about
Yeah.
down here. Team, let's go.
The difference is, by the way, the
Wow.
difference is when he was at USC. When he was at USC, he had Addison, who could just go dump up and moss that dude because he's playing some bum from like.
I'm getting flashbacks of him holding up his Heisman. Oh my god.
I just really hope. I actually kind of like Caleb, and I did draft him in our dynasty. I'm really hoping that Caleb isn't one of those guys that we were like, holy shit, he's one of the most electric college football players ever, but couldn't transfer over to
Sounds like he went to
the
USC.
NFL. Well, but also they're not doing him any favors by getting rid of the coach, getting rid of the coordinators. Now he's going to be on his 3rd offense in 3 years between USC, this offense for Chicago, and next offense. That's
I
a
think
great
he has
way
3
to kill-
OCs For the Bears alone, no. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure for the
Well,
Bears
I mean,
alone.
I think everyone outside of Ryan Poles' office knew that Matt Eberflus should have been fired before the season started.
Yeah.
And somehow he was the coach to start the year.
Yeah, I mean, Polish probably should not be there either.
They're 0-8 since they had the Hail Mary.
Hail-
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like, and by the way, weren't they like you said 0-8? I was about to say, weren't they like 4-2 when that happened?
Yeah,
too? They were
absolutely.
pretty good.
Yeah, Caleb was the best rookie quarterback at that time. He had the most wins out of all the rookie quarterbacks.
That's crazy. I'm gonna take the Lions.
Yeah. In short.
Yeah, in short.
It'll be interesting to see if Caleb could have a decent game, but I know you're talking about his sacks over 5 seconds. He's also approaching the sacks for a rookie. So David Carr has it at like 70. Caleb Williams is going to get that extra 17th game. I think he's a really good shot at breaking that rookie record. So
Good for
I'm,
him.
I'm rooting for it. I'm hoping he gets it.
He had the most picks in an NFL season as a rookie, so you can always bounce back.
But yeah, I mean, even though the Lions don't have the same defense they did to start the year,
They also can't get the
Caleb
quarterback.
just. I mean, I don't know much about the quarterback position as a like what you're supposed to do, but I know every time I watch Caleb Williams, he stands there and doesn't move, and then runs back and forth. Like
he
it's
moves a lot.
it seems like he's trying to do
Who's
too
playing
much.
for my team?
give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Me? Yeah, give me the Lions. I don't see. I mean, I could see this could be a good numbers game for Caleb just
Yeah.
because the Lions are having the really banged up defense. But the best part of the Bears was supposed to be that defense, and it's just kind of been a bit of a shell of itself, as the season's gone on. So give me the Lions easily winning.
Sonic revenge game for Knuckles.
Four.
We're seeing Gibbs go for 200. Give me the Lions.
Ooh,
Crazy.
Alrighty.
I'll bet it.
The Battle of Ohio. We got the Browns, who have no more Jameis Winston at quarterback. It will be led by UCLA alum Dorian Thompson-Robinson going into Cincinnati. I'm going to let you start this one off, Cody.
I don't think DTR is going to do anything. I don't care how bad the Bengals defense
He
is.
went to UCLA, of course.
Let's be honest. Who are the UCLA quarterbacks recently? It's him.
Josh Rosen.
Oh yeah, thanks
The
for helping.
Rosen
Josh
one.
Rosen. I feel like there was another one.
Brett Hundley.
Thank you, Hundley. So
Wow.
nothing, absolutely nothing from UCLA.
Troy Aikman.
I love,
Sorry.
I love bad sports teams.
Oh yeah, we got to go back to the '90s to get Troy Aikman. But yeah, give me the Bengals. Joe Burrow 300-yard game.
Yeah.
I think that there was a possibility that listen, when Jameis Winston steps onto the football field, there's always a possibility you're winning the game.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the Giants where they should win, or if it's the Chiefs or the Lions where they definitely shouldn't win. There's always a possibility. They got rid of that possibility. There's no fucking way I'm taking the Browns after benching Jameis Winston. He prayed to the good Lord for no more pick sixes. Hey, and the good Lord delivered. He still threw picks.
No pick
The
sixes.
good Lord did deliver with no more.
The monkey's palm.
Maybe he should have prayed for no more picks. That might have been the better option because you can't give up pick sixes if you don't throw
I
picks.
think you're asking for miracles at that point.
Well, the LASIK unfortunately didn't help. I'm gonna take the Bengals. Their offense is unbelievable.
Yeah, give me the Bengals as well in another easy game. I think Jamar secures the offensive player of the year in this game. Throws up another
Really? with Saquon.
with Saquon.
Ooh,
I think say he catches 2 touchdowns this game, I think that puts him at 17 on the year. So
He's receiver triple crown right now, and yeah, he's approaching that touchdown record.
well, fun fact: receiver triple crown we just did see does not mean you win the best receiver award. So
That's another argument.
Different league.
All right, I think that was a clean sweep of us going with the Bengals there, especially no more Jameis, no more fun. My last game here, we're going to go with the Titans going into Indianapolis. We got the honorary Colts fan here. Let's start off, Brian.
I could go. I talk way too much on the show, anyways, so I'm gonna keep this one short. Even though I could passionately go into the Colts,
Mm.
they got a lot of problems. We talked about it earlier. I'm still gonna take the Colts. I don't think Will Levis is playing anymore.
It's Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. Although Mason Rudolph will win a random game,
Yeah.
but it ain't gonna be this one.
Mm.
Hopefully, I'll take the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, he wins the random games with Mike Tomlin as his coach.
That part.
That's fair.
So,
You know what, Callahan?
So that's it. I mean, Mason Rudolph's quarterback. I mean, if Will Levis is quarterback, he's throwing 4 picks. So maybe only 2 picks with Mason Rudolph.
Still electric football.
He had negative fantasy points last week. Really impressive starting quarterback. So I'm gonna take the Colts on this one.
He had his ex in the stands. I don't think that was very fair. She brought his aura down. Yeah, give me the Colts in this one.
Give me the Titans.
Calvin Ridley season.
I am with Calvin Ridley on my fantasy team in the playoffs. I'm hoping for a huge Mason Rudolph to Calvin Ridley connection.
Yeah, because they're down by 30.
Exactly.
You mean exactly?
But no. Give me the Titans because I just think the Colts are bad, and this seems like a game that the Colts will lose just cause. Yeah, sue me.
I will. I'm taking the Steelers.
Good. Then you'll be wrong and me and Cody will be right. Never mind. Cody jumps in
I haven't
too.
changed yet. All right, I'm going to be taking the next set of 4 here. We still got 10 a.m. games on Sunday. First one we're going to be looking at is the Rams going to the Jets. Brian, do you want to go first on this one?
I don't know why, at least mentally, this seems like a weird game. The Jets always play really well. And then in the past, they've seemed to fall off. Their defense looked pretty good. Their defense has the capability of being really good. And for some reason, I don't know if the Rams forgot that like Cooper Kupp exists in their offense.
Yeah, I did lose a fantasy game. Anyway.
That is unfortunate. Thank God I was on bye. But I think that this is going to be a bounce back game for Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp's going to I think he's gonna light it up. I'm gonna take the Rams away at MetLife. I think the Rams would also take a victory not getting somebody hurt with the division. They're leading the division now.
Yeah.
So this game really means something.
Mm-hmm.
They're battling with the Seahawks and kind of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Rams.
I would love to just see Kyren get going again, at least get in the end zone. He actually had 106 yards rushing quietly last week, I felt like, which to me kind of surprised me when I looked back and I was like, oh shit, wait, he rushed for 100 yards. I think it would be good to see him get back in the end zone, take some of that stress off of Stafford down in the red zone. But I mean, when you got Puka and Cooper Kupp down there, it's hard not to trust those guys, especially Puka going up there, toe tapping, with one of the best catches of the season. But yeah, I think even though we did see the Jets look good last week, it was against the Jags.
Yeah.
That is a big disclaimer.
Not helping the cause.
Yeah, I do like the Rams, and especially after they've gotten healthy, I really do like what they're bringing, and I think they got good momentum.
I think the Rams are a team you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me the Rams too in a must-win. One must-win game tied with the Seahawks at 8-6 in the division. I mean, the last 3 games are really must-wins for both of them. So,
yeah, definitely.
give me the Rams away. I think the Jets are just definitely lackluster this season.
Yeah, I'm gonna make mine quick then too. And mine's because Stafford's night and day when Kupp and Puka are playing and when they're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you said Puka made the best catch of the year, toe tap. I think if you watch the Rams play, he has at least one of those every single game. At least one. Oh my God, that's the catch of the year. Against the 49ers, it was the behind the helmet grab in the week before. So I'm going to take the Rams on this one just because you got Puka and Kupp. Stafford can do no wrong. All right, the next game, we got the Eagles going to the, almost said Redskins, Commanders. Almost. I caught myself. AJ.
And then he said it.
Well, I had to let you know what was on my mind.
It's okay. I almost
The
said it
commies. So we got the Eagles going to the commies.
earlier. Just as bad.
Their name.
Yeah, you're right.
AJ, why don't you take the lead on this one?
I think this is a big game for the Eagles. I think only because this would secure the division at this point with the win. Put them 3 games over with 2 games left. We did see Saquon get a little banged up last week. I think he ended up being okay. But I think you win this and you maybe decide to give him some rest. Accolades are the only one he's really going to care about is the Super Bowl at the end of the year. So I think the season stats, he's going to look back and think, I had a great season regardless of what my number said. So I think the Eagles are going to play hungry this game. Give me the Eagles this week.
Yeah, also give me the Eagles. I think when you think about a team that's firing on all cylinders at the right time, the Eagles are that team. Just look at that defense. They're the number 1 defense in the league. They allow 17.6 points a game, which is just crazy. So, yeah, give me the Eagles in a nice division game.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Whenever your team's capable of holding another team to 2 possessions for an entire half, I'm taking your team.
Wow.
I'm gonna take the Eagles. The Steelers had 2 possessions the entire second half.
That's 2 run heavy teams right there.
The last drive for the Eagles, there was still 12 minutes left on the clock, or like 10 minutes left on the clock, and they ended with the ball.
Gross.
They just need out the rest of the clock. It was like a 10-minute, 21 play drive or something like
Wow, that is
And
horrid.
still put up almost 30 points.
that. So yeah.
So I think you said Eagles are firing on all cylinders, and I think it's because this is the point last year where they fell apart with the Cowboys sneak in. So Nick Sirianni's making sure this does not happen this year. You're going to see a team, they're going to finish possibly 14-3 to end this year. So I'm going to take the Eagles on this one as well. All right, the next game, this is the Seahawks have to win this game, but I don't know if they have their good chance here. We got the Vikings going into Seattle. So Red, would you like to take the lead here?
Yeah, of course. Looking at it, the 12-2 Sam Darnold led Vikings. If you were to say that sentence last season, I would have laughed at your face. But they're going against Seattle, who are obviously in a must-win situation to gain control of that, or at least maintain control of that lead in the division. I just think that Seattle's getting unlucky. They're playing the better team compared to the Rams this week. So give me the very hot Minnesota Vikings.
This game is this game is in Seattle, but according to reports the last few weeks, Seattle has been very gettable on a fan side. Apparently, it's not exactly what it used to be when it comes to fans at the stadium. I heard a lot of "Go Packers, Go Pack, Go" the other day. That never happens in Seattle. Minnesota, this is arguably, you said Seattle must-win game. This is arguably a must-win game for Minnesota, too. They're still in the battle for the division.
Absolutely.
And by the way, that's 3 great teams for the division because they still need to play the Packers again.
Yep.
And the Packers are right on their ass. I think actually are the Packers.
Packers week 17.
Yeah.
And they played Lions week.
Packers right
Packers
now.
are 10-4.
10-4. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit of an outside chance if the Packers win, but if the Vikings lose this
Certainly
game,
the Vikings.
and then the Packers beat the Vikings again, then they're right on your
I mean,
ass.
say the chance that the Vikings lose out the last 2 or 3, or they lose 2 out of the last 3 weeks, and the Lions win 2 or lose 2 out of the last 3 weeks, and the Packers win 2 out of the last 3 weeks. Packers win that division.
Exactly. So there's a lot of meaningful football in that division, and I think the Vikings really feel it. Obviously, the Seattle Seahawks also very meaningful. It's looking like you either win the division or you don't go into the playoffs. But I'm going to take Minnesota.
Yeah. I'll go real quick. I think AJ saw us talk. But Geno Smith has not been the same. Ryan Flores' defense, they might score 2 touchdowns.
They might.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker has not been playing. I know Charbonnet has been really excelling these last couple of weeks, but I mean, they excelled when they had 2 running backs that were above average. Now you lose Kenneth Walker. You're going up against a top defense, and Sam Darnold's just kind of figured out a way to target Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and be the first-round talent that everybody thought he was going to be. So I'm going to take the Vikings here.
Yeah. Just keep it short. Obviously, I'm a UCLA homer. But I think when Charbonnet's taking the ball 8 times and rushing for 54 yards, that's on average over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
I don't know why he has 8 carries last week. Plain and simple. And especially with Geno going out, if you're going to stack the box against Sam Howell, it's going to be an ugly game. I think that defense is going to eat them up. Whoever's at quarterback. Give me the Vikings.
I think Sam Howell might be the first quarterback I've ever seen come into a game and get sacked 3 straight times.
All right, last game for my slate. I'll take the lead after I say it. We got Patriots and Drake May going into Buffalo. Drake May is really good, so he might have himself a game. Here's the problem: is Buffalo's probably going to put up 40 in this one, and so I'm just going to keep it nice and short. Give me the Bills.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked at the future schedule. However you feel between Lamar and Josh, it might be RIP to Lamar's hopes of being MVP because the Bills close out Patriots, Jets, Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ravens close out Steelers. Damn it, I just looked at it. It's
Steelers,
Texans, and then Cleveland. Cleveland's obviously a gettable game, but you would assume that Josh Allen's going to go for another 4 or 5 this game. He has like 10 touchdowns, no turnovers in the last 2 games or something like that. He's been unbelievable, and that's just gonna get even more insane with this Patriots team. Patriots have good flashes. Gonzalez on the outside, their corner, very good. Drake May looks like he's a future star, future franchise quarterback. But they got a lot of questions everywhere else. I'm gonna take the Red Hots. And I'll also say if Josh Allen's on the team, I'm taking him. So give me the Bills.
You know the motto.
You can go.
No, sorry.
Bills.
Good talk.
In short, I was gonna say James Cook goes for probably 3 touchdowns this game. Give me the Bills.
I hope so.
Wow. 3 tuggies? You think that he even gets to do that?
Their rushing defense is awful. Did you see what James Conner did to them last week?
That's fine, but I think that I'd argue that James Cook would only get 1 because Josh Allen's going to run the other 2.
There's going to be 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. That's all I got to say.
All right, we have because of the way the division works, we have very meaningful football for one of these teams. The 49ers are traveling to Miami to play the Dolphins. So do you want to lead us off for this one?
I can. I really have no idea who's going to win this game. I'm not. This is we joke about it all the time. Battle of mid. This feels as battle of the mid as you could possibly get. So I guess I'll take the better coach. I have no idea. I'm going to go with the 49ers here. But you know what? I said they can't beat good teams. So I don't think they're good. I'm still taking the 49ers.
Are under 500, so Mike McDaniel is at an advantage.
Mike Cook. But yeah, just to keep it plain and short, I think this is where the master shows his student. Give me Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers.
Yeah, like Cody said, it is just these are the games that no one's gonna watch. I mean, give me the 49ers. Couldn't tell you by how much.
You know what? Only because I want to be different, and we picked a lot of the same ones this time. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Literally, I have no reason other than the fact that we've
been pretty similar.
So similar in almost every single one.
It's a lopsided week, though.
I'll take the Dolphins. All right, here we go. This is a game that you have to turn on. Don't watch.
Must watch.
Listen,
Mac Jones seasons.
Don't watch. Wow, I'm looking at it right here. All these afternoon games are pretty bad, except for the Minnesota Vikings and the Seahawks. We have the Mac Jones led Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the city of sin to play the Aiden O'Connell still.
I think Desmond Ritter. I think O'Connell's done.
Even better. Desmond Ritter led Raiders. AJ, go ahead. Pick this one. This is 50-50 according to
Mac Jones is the kind of guy that'll get you a first round pick in Dynasty. And for the people that might watch this, you know who you are. BTJ season, give me the Jags.
2 first round picks.
Yeah, give me the Jags as well. Brian Thomas has looked really good, especially last week. Had a really good week.
He doesn't need another one.
This is just so gross. Yeah, give me the Jags. The Raiders are taking for Shador.
I wish you guys let me take the lead because I was going to say I'm going to take the Jags because of Brian Thomas Jr. And then both of you just said the exact same thing. So I'm going to take the Jags because of Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne because the Raiders don't have a good rush defense, but they don't have a good anything. So I'll take the Jags here.
I'm not going to be different on this one. I don't like the Raiders at all. They don't have Max Crosby. They don't have anybody.
They do feel like they're tanking for it.
Max, no aura.
No, nothing. Give me the Jaguars. All right. We have the Buccaneers going to Dallas, Gary World, to play the Dallas Cowboys. This is your favorite team?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So this is one of the games when Dak went down, I said, oh my God, the next month and a half is going to suck because they have so many primetime games.
Yeah.
Here's one of those primetime games. Now, thankfully, they're going up against a fun team in Baker Mayfield. Cooper Rush kind of threw some dimes last week. Cooper Rush kind of threw some dimes last week. So
if Cooper Rush played for any other team,
listen, I was
He's the Andy Dalton from freaking Wish.
I was pro Trey Lance. I was pro Trey Lance.
Yes. That's saying something.
I was pro Trey Lance because I wanted to see him run around and throw a bunch of interceptions. All right.
Oh, so you wanted to be a Colts fan?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but now Cooper Rush is kind of. We've got
Shit, they're both 6 and 8.
Rico Dowdle back-to-back 100-yard games.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened.
UCLA alum.
Shut up.
Cooper Rush throwing dimes. CeeDee Lamb top 3 in receptions and receiving yards. The weapons are there. Micah Parsons.
Are you serious? Is that a confirmed stat?
Top
Top 3?
At least top 5. I'll tell you that right now.
No way.
Okay, now give me a second. NFL receiving.
No, not yards. Judy's 3.
Oh, he's ahead of Judy.
No way.
I'll put my job on this.
Oh boy.
What did he go for last week?
Well, this is not
CeeDee Lamb 3rd in receiving yards
behind Jettas and
behind Jettas and Chase.
That line has to be so tight. I'm not even gonna say what his line
He is 33 ahead of St. Brown and 37 ahead of Judy. But
He's not even
top 3.
4-3.
Boom. I know
Boom.
my
All
stuff.
knowledge.
Cowboys. All right, go on. Give me the Cowboys.
Go on. Oh, I was about to
Give me
say,
the
go on.
Cowboys.
If
Give
you're
me the Cowboys.
NFL IG let me down. I could have sworn I saw he was 3. Yeah, I liked what the Bucks did last week. I think they're getting that fire back, and Bucky Irving's a dog. So, as Brian likes to say, those linebackers are small. He's
Run
going to
the
run
ball,
for
baby.
another
They
100.
are. They
Run
are
the
small, but we do
ball.
have a
Give me the
rookie
Bucks.
coming up. So.
Yeah, give me the Bucks as well. Cowboys just aren't good at home, and Bucks are a must-win. So, give me the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
I can't wait to get a game on all you guys
That's
Sunday night.
All right, we have the Monday Night Football game. Unfortunately, this also isn't the best game. We have the Saints.
How does this not get flexed out? What is going on here?
Well, what would get flexed in? It'd have to be an afternoon game from Sunday. I guess Minnesota, Seattle.
They could have done.
But Seattle's coming off of a.
What about Philly?
I was gonna say they could have done Philly, but I don't know. What the
I thought there was a rule that it has to be an afternoon game.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Oh.
I thought.
Well-
I could very well be wrong. I don't know.
I don't know.
But all right,
Some
we have
flexes.
the New Orleans Saints traveling to Green Bay. Play the Packers. Red. I don't know if you've let us off this entire time. Go ahead.
Yeah, give me the Packers at home. Like we mentioned earlier when talking about the Vikings game, Packers just need to keep winning and hope one of the other teams loses to try to, gain that lead on the division. It seems like playoffs is in their future, but let's just keep winning, and they have an easy game against the Saints. Jake Hayner led Saints.
Oh,
I thought it was Rattler again.
One
Doesn't
of them.
matter.
what is
Spencer
it?
Rattler. Don't matter.
R.I.P. AK.
God, I hope he plays. I need him.
They're gonna stack 10 people in that, but they might put all 11 guys in the box.
I need the AK that had like 10 catches, 12 catches from last season.
It's not gonna happen. I can't even throw the fucking football.
But yeah, I think we're gonna see Josh Jacobs eat.
Again.
give me the Packers.
Playing bad teams just keeps running the ball over and over again. Yeah, Packers. Jordan Love, better quarterback. Josh Jacobs, better running back, better defense, better coach.
Offense.
Better be.
Just a gross game on Monday night. So I'll be watching this game probably because of betting reasons only.
Yeah.
Betting reasons.
Fun game to bet on.
A little fun fact: after like week 10, both years Jordan Love has played, he's thrown 17 touchdowns and only 2 picks.
Toyota-thon Love. No?
Toyota-thon Love. This is Toyota-thon Love.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, because he throws a lot of picks in those first 10 weeks, but not a whole lot after. When football games get tight, it seems like he kind of steps up. And we also, I don't even know, the Saints play in a dome, and they got to travel to a place that's not exactly going to be very
Might be 20 degrees.
very warm.
I think that's on the warm side.
This could be Packer. This could be a game that the only reason you're watching is because you hammered the Green Bay Packers over.
Mm-hmm.
The over might hit just because of the Packers. I'll take the
This is
Packers.
very well good chance.
If Taysom Hill was playing, I'd give it a little bit closer, but R.I.P. Taysom Hill too. Damn it,
Hall of
man.
Famer Taysom Hill.
Shohei Ohtani of
Excuse
football.
I think I said that last time I was here too. Hall of Famer Taysom
Hall
Hill.
of Famer Taysom.
I'm pretty sure I said that last time I was here.
That's gross.
That's,
Talk to me in 10 years when he's in the Hall of Fame.
he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Wait.
He's not going to be in the
If
Hall
there's
of
a utility position.
All right, dude. I don't know what to tell you
spot.
guys.
Fame.
You think the Packers are going over 42? Hi.
I don't know if the Packers score over 30. The Saints are going to get more than I think the Packers could score over 30.
And then the
I think
Saints got to get
like 10.
touchdown in the first half,
Probably.
garbage
No,
time
Rattler,
TD.
dude.
We'll see.
Well, you think Rattler and Garbage?
No, they
could throw a
suck,
TD?
dude. They're terrible.
Spencer Rattler, I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was so bad at South Carolina.
South Carolina.
That I'm surprised he even has a job.
Alrighty, guys, that's gonna do it for our Week 16 pick this week. Comment, let us know if you agree or disagree with some of our takes. I know we had some hot takes in here, and let us know what you think of some of the offseason signings that we had from MLB as well. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Have a great night.